Hello, my name's Darian. I'm an animation and film director. This is a short piece on choosing and using a monitor, and it's also a review of this BenQ monitor that I've opted for. My work is often very colourful. There's lots of textures, there's lots of lights and darks and gradients. I could be working on live action or animation, perhaps compositing the two together. And it's really important that what I see on the screen is what I get in my final render. So I make sure that I've got a decent monitor that can handle the different colour spaces. I opt for a 32-inch monitor that is going to give me all the workspace that I need. It's got good viewing angles, so if you move your head around it's not going to change. Its response rate is fast enough to cope with 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second. Most people come to the same conclusions about what is a professional level monitor. But basically, if you can get your colour gamut and your response time, your brightness to these levels, you'll be fine. So the BenQ monitor looks fairly standard, but it's got some nice features. It comes with the HDMI connections, DisplayPort Mini, which works with a Mac. I was surprised to see that it came with an SD reader, also speakers. Now I would use some studio speakers to actually check my sound, but if you're on a budget it's nice to know that that's in there as well. It's got a nice little handle for carrying it around as demonstrated by my puppy, and then it's got this sensor on the front of the monitor which stops the screen from going to sleep while you're sitting in front of it. The sensor is supposed to adjust the monitor brightness depending on the lighting conditions of the room you're in. Another nice feature is this little puck. It's all the controls available to you in a sort of mouse. BenQ are selling this monitor in as an animator's monitor, so they've given you lots of options, including several different modes with deeper blacks, brighter contrast, and then you can revert back to your standard calibration. So for example, when I was working on this scene, I switched between modes and I noticed some banding and edges of things that weren't masked properly. It was really good to be able to catch those. And then I just switched back to my standard mode and keep working. So thank you to BenQ for making this monitor, particularly at this price point. With all this screen real estate, my productivity has definitely gone up. I do like all the extra little features, but really its main selling point is its colour accuracy, its colour range. I hope this has been of some help. Thank you very much.